Hi all. Today we're going to explore the NIH 3D Print Exchange. It's a really cool portal through which you can create STL, 3D printable forms of molecules, um, proteins, all kinds of things that you can't really see with your naked eye. So this is a really awesome site. Um, so you're going to want to create an account first in the site. And then once you have an account, we're going to go into Create. So there's a Create button here. So it hosts web-based tools, as you can see here, that automatically generate 3D models from 3D molecular and medical image data. And it's really cool. So I'm going to show you the 3 different portals that it can draw from, and then how you're going to submit those to generate the files that we can 3D print. So the first one, let's look at PubChem. I already have that tab up here. And so in this portal, you can actually type in a chemical or something that you're interested in, molecule you're interested in, and it will search it and see if it can find it. So I'm going to do one that I'm kind of interested in, luciferin. It's what you find in fireflies to make them glow, and it looks like they do have it. So if you find what you're looking for, you then take, this is an important part, you're going to take the information number, the CID number, which is right here, and yeah, this is for a firefly. I'm going to copy this here, and I go back to the NIH portal, and here I'm going to select which database I was just exploring. So we were just in PubChem, and then below that I'm going to do a paste, and that is the firefly luciferin, and I'm going to submit. It says it already exists in the database. That's because I uploaded it yesterday. So let's just click on it. And normally what will happen, it'll generate an email and then send you the notice that it's up on the database. So this is now up on the NIH 3D Print Exchange, and we can select different views of it. So obviously when you're 3D printing, the color of your print is dependent upon the color of your filament. So while these are useful 3D views, if we 3D printed this, we wouldn't get the colors, you know, the multicolors there, unless we had a multicolor, multi-filament printer. So then you can download and download the file that you want to print. And so in this case, I would do the sticks, and probably also this one here, the BAS STL. So basically you need an STL, but this is what happens. It generates the file for you, and you can 3D print it. And I'll just show you, I did 3D print it earlier, and it's really cool. I did the one of them, there were 3 versions, but I just printed 2 of them. And I'm going to be trying to get some glow-in-the-dark filament so I can print these out for you guys as well. Okay, so that's the workflow. Let's go back and let's explore some of the other databases. So I'm going back to Create. So we explored PubChem. Let's go look at PDB. Okay, so this is a protein data bank, and it's pretty cool. It tells you different ways that you can visualize the proteins that you're looking at. You can do a search, and this is really interesting. You can see what they have a lot of proteins for. It's obviously things that have been researched a lot. So people, Homo sapiens, E. coli, musculus is basically your house mouse. Rattus, you probably know what that is. It's a rat. And then we have Bos taurus, and that's basically the domesticated cow. But I'm going to click on Other. And I'm just going to click on this one so you can see it. These are really beautiful, just beautiful structures just to look at. So this is fascinating. I'm not sure how well these will print. I know that in the lab they have dissolvable filament, so if you did choose to print something like this, it would have supports that would dissolve away. So I'm really curious to see what one of these might look like. But again, if you choose something, you're going to need to find out its identification number, and then submit that. So in this case, I believe it's this here. So let's try this. I'm going to copy and then go back to the NIH Quick Submit. And we were just in PDB. And I'm going to paste in this ID and see if that's correct. And it's thinking about it. Yeah, so it's submitted. And this is what you'll see when you do it. You'll see this little notice here, and in a few minutes you will get an email notifying you that it's been uploaded to this Print Exchange site. Okay, so let's go to the last one. So we're going back to Create, and under the Quick Submit, the last one we haven't looked at is this one here, this Protein Data Bank in Europe. And you have all these different choices that you can choose from. I think I'm going to click on viruses. And so I found this interface a little tricky, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through it. So I'm going to look under organism, and there was one I found interesting, deformed wing virus. Sometimes when you click on it, it doesn't actually highlight. Oh, it did this time. So my tip was to kind of click to the side and then it highlights. Once you highlight it, it's not going to be automatically in your search down here. You have to first click on Update Search Results. Okay? So it was look for your organism or do your compound type. Make sure it's highlighted. Then you need to say Update Search Results. And after you do that, then you will see your matches. So as you can see up here, there were 7 entries out of these 2,530 matches. And so here's one. This is in bees. So this is the virus that causes deformation in bee wings. And you can click on this, get a closer view of it. And here's the ID number, for that particular file. So I'm just going to copy that. This also has beautiful views. So I want to see if I can find how I got into. Sorry, I'm going to back up just a little bit, I think, because I wanted you to see, maybe it was the visual analysis of map. Nope. Yes, it is. Okay. Look how amazing this is. These are actual scans. You can see them at different angles. There's so much information on all these sites, and I just started exploring this. Rolando was showing me. It's just super cool. So yeah, take your time, look through these. But going back to the ID number, this is the ID number here, so I'm going to copy that. Go back to NIH 3D Print Exchange, and this time it is, this is our portal that we're pulling from, and then this is what we're submitting. I submitted this the other day, so this again is going to say it's already in the database. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, so let's go look at it. Okay. And here it is. And let's look at the 3D view. It's taking a little while. But you can scale things up, you can rotate, you can download. So our main goal in sharing this with you is to get you familiar with these 3 different databases. It's taking a while to load. And then this portal where you can take in the ID number of a particular molecule, enzyme, or protein, or organism, stick it in the Create, oh there it is, but the Quick Submit under Create. And the key is really to know what portal you were looking at, and then the ID number of that particular file. And let's go look at that molecule that was just brought up. It's going back to generating the 3D model. So what we'd really love to do in the BioJam camp is have you each pick out something that you're interested in, submit it to the NIH 3D Print Exchange, download it for us to 3D print, and then for us to give you that print by the end of camp week. So I hope that was useful. Let me just review again the whole workflow. This is going to take a while. I've been sitting here waiting for the 3D view, but let's just go back to, let me back up. Okay, so when you come to the portal, you're going to see this. You're going to want to create an account, okay? After you create your account, you're going to go to Create, and you're going to explore these 3 different portals here, you will go to those portals, copy their codes, and also note which portal you drew from, and put the code in there. But you can also, within the NIH, you can discover what's already been submitted. So these are all the ones that people have submitted. Yeah, here's my Firefly one right here from yesterday. Some of these would be very, very complex to 3D print. So I think I submitted this one. Yeah, this one is like poison from very toxic frogs. This is beautiful over here. Anyway, this you can also explore this, but we want you to go through the workflow of just identifying ones yourself and adding them to this print exchange. So again, if you can do this before the start of camp, that would be fantastic. And also think about why this might be useful. Why would we want to 3D print molecules? Why would we want to print these things that we can't see? What are the different reasons it might be useful? And to different communities and different users, what might be future applications of these? Oh, and there's some submitted images of the different builds. This is a beautiful print right here. Wow, this must have had dissolvable support filament. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please email Rolando or myself, and we really look forward to exploring these sites with you.